What's the secret to guesstimating carbs with diabetes? Imagine trying to guess how much carbohydrate is in your meal without pulling out a scale or reading labels. It might sound tricky, but with a few simple tricks, you can get pretty good at it. The key is recognizing common portion sizes and using visual cues to estimate how much carbohydrate is in your food. This skill helps you manage blood sugar levels without constantly measuring every bite, especially when eating out or in situations where tools aren't handy. Carbohydrates are the main nutrient that impacts blood sugar, so knowing how much you're eating is essential for adjusting insulin doses or planning meals. If you use insulin, matching your dose to the carb amount helps keep your blood sugar steady. If you don't, keeping your carbohydrate intake consistent at each meal can prevent big spikes or drops. To start, learn what a standard serving looks like. For example, a typical carbohydrate serving is about 15 grams. That could be one slice of bread, a small piece of fruit, or a handful of crackers. Over time, you can train to recognize these amounts by comparing food to familiar objects. Think of a tennis ball for a small apple or a deck of cards for a portion of cooked rice or pasta. Using your hand as a guide is also helpful. A fist-sized portion of cooked rice or pasta is roughly 1 cup, which contains about 45 grams of carbohydrate. A cupped hand of starchy vegetables is around half a cup or 15 grams of carbohydrate. These visual cues make estimating easier without needing measuring cups or scales. When possible, check food labels. Packaged foods list carbohydrate content per serving, so looking at the label helps you learn what different amounts look like. Over time, you'll start to recognize how much carbohydrate is in common foods, even when not reading labels. The plate method is another handy trick. Fill a quarter of your plate with carbohydrate-rich foods like grains, starchy vegetables, or fruit. Fill the rest with non-starchy vegetables and protein. This helps keep your carbohydrate intake balanced without counting every gram. Practice makes perfect. The more you pay attention to portion sizes and how foods affect your blood sugar, the better you'll get at guessing carbs. It's also a good idea to check your blood sugar after meals to see how accurate your guesses were and adjust if needed. Remember, the secret to guesstimating carbs is learning to recognize standard portions, using visual cues, and practicing regularly. This makes meal planning simpler and helps keep your blood sugar levels steady whether you're at home, dining out, or on the go.